Now we come to the portion of our program we call the list for the gist, where we ask everybody a list from 20 questions, 5 questions that are the same. So my first question for you is, when you were in school...
You've asked everybody, all your guests these questions?
We have a list of 20 questions,
and, you pick,
we randomly choose 5.
Okay.
When you were in school, grade school, high school, whatever, college, did you ever consider yourself an outsider? Did you ever feel like an outsider in your group?
No, I don't think so, no. I think...
How would you have categorized yourself then?
I think the school was small enough where I don't feel like there was that kind of division of people. Maybe if you ask other people I went to high school with, they would see it differently. But I thought that I don't think there was quite the division of jocks or nerds or things of that nature. I think, but if you're talking about outsider, I've thought more recently about I'm from the South. I'm living in New England, and I don't really. Just recently have thought I'm not really a New Englander, and so.
What made you think that recently?
I don't want to get it. I don't want to offend anybody, but it's I think.
So you think there was a distinct character?
I don't feel like I think New Englanders can make people feel like outsiders. I never feel like they do. Maybe because I'm a Southerner and I'm too nice to feel like it.
Giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Right, but so that would be the only thing to that. So.
Tell me what your favorite movie is.
Favorite movie? I like a lot of probably movies that aren't really that great, like kind of it's bad. The ones that come on TV right when I have some extra time, when I turn it on and it's there, yeah. But there is this film, like I always talk about it as being my favorite film, and it's Betty Tells Her Story, and it's this documentary I saw in graduate school. My dissertation advisor showed us in this class called documentary, and it's just this woman telling a story. They just filmed her telling a story. It's very short.
Does she have a compelling story?
It's just about losing a dress, and it may have fallen off the top of a car. I haven't seen the movie in a while. And then the filmmaker, who was a professor at UMass, didn't think that the film was right in the camera, and so she filmed her telling the story again. And it's just really, when you watch it, you see how somebody creates a narrative out of something. So you see, like they tell the same story twice. So it says Betty tells her story. So you hear the story, and then it goes black. The screen goes black, and later that day, Betty tells her story again. And it's just and it's the same story, but now it's become more of a narrative. I think it's all about. It's a great film about storytelling and the way we create narratives.
So Betty herself telling it again changed it.
Just the same. Yeah. So she just tells the story again. And maybe as we tell a story more than once, it becomes more of a story and more of a narrative.
Details become concrete.
Yeah. There's a lot that could probably.
Betty tells her story.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost impossible to find. No, I shouldn't say that. That you can get it through a couple of venues, but I don't know if we have it in the library or not.
We'll check it out. We'll ask Brian.
It's short.
Well, they could listen to people on your website telling their story.
That's right, and that's why that's very I think it's an influential movie for me, because when I saw it, I just thought short documentary. I love short documentaries.
Is that because of your attention span? Or?
No, I like that somebody can do something so powerful in a short amount of time.
Gives an impact. Makes an impact.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was the first car that you owned?
I had a silver 1982 Mustang, probably. Those aren't the cool Mustangs, like it's like the four-cylinder stick shift kind of. It was like it was after the really cool Mustangs and before the kind of 80s fast Mustang. So.
And why did you get it?
It was for sale. I think it was for sale in our neighborhood for like $1,200.
Any good memories from that car? Being your first car?
No, not really.
Nothing you're going to share with us?
No, it wasn't uncomfortable.
It was just transportation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me what your first concert was you ever went to, and who did you go with?
My mother took me to see with my neighbor, who I recently got in touch with, who I grew up across the street from, Billy. We went to see Alabama. And I don't know if you know who Alabama is, but it's a country group.
Was this when you were living in Georgia?
Yeah. And it was this big country music place near my house. And we went and saw Alabama.
How old were you?
I don't know. My mother sometimes says that she shouldn't have taken me. She thinks like it was too loud, and that wasn't a place that I was too. I wasn't in my teens. I was in if I was with my friend Billy, who was across the street, I would have been in elementary school.
So your mother thinks she.
It wasn't rowdy. It wasn't rowdy or anything like that. It was just.
Did you ask her to go?
No, I don't remember. I just remember going, and it was country music, and people went to country music concerts. So.
Okay. If you could do anything now with your time, would you like to learn another skill that you don't possess right now?
I don't know. I think more time to do. I think now is just having more time to do the things that you wish that you already know you like. I don't know. I don't know if I'd. There's always a chance to learn new things, but I feel like there's certain things that I've gotten started with that I wish I had more time to do.
So you'd progress in the way.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm old enough now to say, like, I hear the things I like to do. I'd like to just have more time for those.
That's nice.
Things. Yeah.
Okay, and our last question tonight is, what would you like to have written on your tombstone?
I don't know. I don't want a tombstone. I don't want to have a. Actually, I don't want a tombstone.
Okay, this is what I had to say to Dan. If your family goes against your wishes and erects you a monument.
He didn't want one either?
No,
oh,
nobody.
See, Dan and I ride our bikes to work.
That's
maybe.
right, and you pedal off into the sunset with no marker. If your family erects a monument to you, what will it say on the side?
Just name and dates of life, and that's it.
No pithy saying.
No, I don't think so. I can't think of any good quotes.
Have you ever done photography in cemeteries or anything? Seen any interesting tombstones?
No, I'm not a really big cemetery person, but that's in that when when I interviewed my dad used to like to take pictures in cemeteries, and it's almost like I think that's kind of like, I don't want to, I mean, there's beautiful photographs of cemeteries, but it's kind of it's like photo 101, like where should we go? Let's go to take pictures of tombstones. It's
Unless your mother is in them.
Yeah. I think some of the most, it's wonderful if somebody takes a picture of a tombstone if there's somebody there that they're, connected with.
Right,
so.
right. All right, well, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And as always, we hope you get the gist.